Joe, you'd be very pleased with her run here tonight.
Yeah, I was, Robbie. Look, she really improved with 8 weeks off, and she's gone strong. She got stronger, and she just feels absolutely terrific, Robbie. She's been chasing horses like Carlos Pixels and a few handy horses, and finishing just a metre away or less than that, and running 25 quarters and 26 quarters. Robbie, I really got high opinion. I do think that she's a mare that's on the up and can chase some really nice races.
Yeah, she's got good gate speed and looks pretty versatile too, which certainly helps her chances. And she's a lovely type, and as you mentioned, she should do a very big job for you.
Yeah, Robbie. Like, look, how I said, she might look a little bit big around the belly, and probably for a female, you don't really want to say that, but she races like that, and she's a little bit deceiving because she races so big. But she's happy with that kind of condition on her. Mentally, she's fine. Physically, she's fine. Her attitude's good. She's turned into a racehorse this time in. She's relaxing up in front. And you can do whatever you want with her, you know. So while she's happy, I'm happy.
It was a beautiful drive by Josh. He made the move at the right time, and he was just pretty strong going to the line and hit the line really well, and a very good win. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. He felt super. As soon as I pulled him out, he felt like he was going to loom into the race pretty strongly. Credit to Frank, the horse looks $1 million. He looked sensational. He felt really good.
Yeah, he's had 4 runs back. He really savaged the line at Yarra Valley a couple of starts ago when he was held up and a few things went wrong, and a bit the same last start against your horse, Wymack Attack, which is a pretty nice horse, and a bit of a drop in grade for him here tonight, and he was able to, at the small field, not find any trouble, which really helped, and hopefully he'll continue on. A very good big thrill for Frank too, winning here at Melton tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he got home in 27.6 here off the track, so that just sort of tells you the horse has a bright future, and he feels like a pretty quick point-to-point sort of speed horse, and to be able to sort of come from last when they dash home like that sort of means that you're on track to sort of win some more races.
This bloke in particular, and that was a top win because that was a good field, in particular the second horse. I think he's got a big future, and this horse he's done a great job tonight. Well done.
Thanks, Robbie. He has, like you touched on earlier, Gary's always had a good opinion of him. He's taken him to Sydney and Perth and everywhere, and all in all to groom him for bigger things later on down the track, and I think the rewards are going to be there. Yeah,
he's got gate speed, and the most important thing, he's got a bit of toughness about him, and he had to show that tonight.
Yeah, well, I've said to Gary for a while that, yeah, we're leading on him a fair bit, and at the minute you can do that when you're going down through your grades, but they don't really have to drive him like that, so that's going to be the biggest asset to him later on, as he can sit on speed, and he is fairly versatile.
Well done. Lovely horse, and he's got the job done again tonight.
Yeah, for sure, Rob. It meant a bit, this horse winning tonight. The old owner, Mick Porter, passed away last week, and it was his funeral today, so he might have had a bit of help tonight.
Yeah, well, that's I'm very sorry to hear that news, and certainly we pass on our deepest condolences to the family. And I know so often we see when we have a lost one, the horses seem to perform something special, and this bloke's been able to do that tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Mick was getting a bit older in age, and he said after his last few wins here at Melton that he hasn't been so happy in a while. So, when you can win races for people like that and they can get a kick out of it like that, it just means so much more.
Well done to you on what's been a great night, and to Peter on presenting these 2 horses in great style here this evening.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. It's always great to get on one of Pete's, and to be able to get a couple of winners. He's looked after me all my career, and he's looked after all us boys, me, Maddie and Jason, and helped us a lot with our training, so it's always good to be able to get a winner for him.
Entertaining race?
Yeah, she's a bit headstrong, but if you grab her up, she chokes off a bit. So I just let her do her own thing, and luckily she was able to find the front, and the favourite had galloped early, so she was tired, but they were all tired chasing her.
As we hear a lot of times, like you've just mentioned, you got to let her do her own thing, and it all comes down to the feel of the horse, and that's what you do as drivers, don't you? You've got to have a good understanding of how the horse is and the rhythm it gets into, and just allow it to find its comfort zone in the run.
Yeah, that's right. I've driven it a couple of times, and last night I drove it. It didn't pull at all, but it was in behind, and it was sort of tucking itself up, trying to run up onto the back one in front of it, and choked itself off and dropped out. But Pete's got her worked out at the moment, and she's flying at the moment, and she's been racing that way.
Well done.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually trying to get her in foal at the moment, but I've always thought if I ever got her to trot cleanly, you know, she's probably a chance to win an MO. Oi! And yeah, she's still got plenty of beans in her. But, oi!
Yeah, she's got plenty of beans, all right.
Yeah, she's not. She's a grumpy little girl, so she's pretty hard to deal with, but pretty straightforward to train. It'd be just nice if she trotted cleaner, and you know, we'd win more races. But she's done a good job. I think that was about the 8th race she's won, I think. So she's done a good job.